up, everyone? What's up, Snowy? What's up, Blue? What's up, Hippo? What's Grip Cruising? Today, we're going to talk about, this is episode 3, we're going to talk about weapons in a Night City when we talk about Cyberpunk. We are 28 days away, super excited. So again, we are going to jump right in. Concealed carry is normal everywhere. They're dangerous times. Everyone lives and dies by the sword. And anyone who can afford one has one. So there is open carry. People who do use it. However, it's frowned upon in a lot of areas of Night City. So when we have open carry, it's generally the people that it's accepted by. So people who would use a weapon on day to day will have open carry in Night City and Cyberpunk. So law enforcement, security officials, mercenaries, gangs, business owners, vendors, taxi drivers. Open carry is allowed outside the limits. So in the rural areas, within Night City, in a lot of suburban areas, the nicer areas of Night City, it's not tolerated. So places that guns can't go. So where can guns not be tolerated whatsoever? So you have the courthouses, the police stations, the municipal buildings, corporate zones, as anything that's privately owned public spaces is considered a corporate zone. So when you have a corporate zone, you have your own corporation area that is monitored by cybersecurity or mercenaries that corporation has hired. So if they see anyone with a gun or weapons coming onto them, they detect those weapons. So they have highly advanced technology to full body scanners, and they will actually disarm you of your weapons. Or if you have weapon implants, like let's say you have the Arasaka Mantis plates, they'll actually deactivate them before they allow you on their property. Guards are placed at entryways everywhere, such as policemen, private enforcement agents, or security systems. There are gun turrets as well throughout the corporation areas. So let's talk about a little bit weapon sales. If you're interested in a cheap gun, it's very simple. You can go to Night City. They actually have vending machines within Night City. Just don't be a bitch when it's shitty. Supermarkets, convenience stores also offer basic selection of weapons. Your typical convenience store you'd go into to pump gas or anything like that, now they would have your weapons right on the shelf right next to your average candy bars. They have weapon boutiques, which offer specialized weapons for more informed clients. Then they have heavy weapons, also considered weapons of war. These are strictly prohibited inside Night City limits. Major corporations are the exception to this law. So you will say corpos, major corpos, and high advanced cyberpsychosis, mercenaries, anything like that, they will have heavy weapons. But the average citizen, the ganger, will not. What does this mean? So corporate elite security can have a minigun if it's on corporate property or personnel is in danger. So they change where basically if anyone is in threat mode where they feel threatened by another person, then they can basically react. That's pretty much it. And they're within the lights of their rights. Elite police, such as MaxTac, can also use heavy weapons. So it's not just the corpos. You do have your elite police, which is MaxTac is like a similar like today's SWAT team, only highly advanced with more military training. Now that doesn't mean you can't buy them. Heavy weapons are specialized and therefore available from specialized independent vendors. If you know where to find them, fixers can get you anything you need. Even cutting-edge corpo prototype weapons. Just bring your wallet. So let's talk about the different weapon tiers and manufacturers in Night City Cyberpunk. So you have 3 different tiers. Let's say for purposes on this one. You have a low tier, a mid tier, and a top tier. So for low tier, you have the manufacturers such as BA, also known as Budget Arms. If you're brave enough to try their 3D printed do-it-yourself kits, then by all means do it. You also have DP, which is Dara Polytechnic. It's an India-based company, and they focus on style over quality. So really cool styles, but maybe not the best quality when it comes to DP. Then you have Nakoda Manufacturing, reliable and strong. Nothing bad about Nakoda. Then you have Rostovik, which is a Siberian, simple, highly customizable weapons. So those are the four different manufacturers: BA, DP, Nakoda, and Rostovik. Then you have the mid-tier weapon manufacturers. So you have CA, which is Constitutional Arms. They excel in shotguns and machine guns. Then you have Midnight Arms. They excel in heavy weapons and board weapons. Then you have the Malorian. Yes, Malorian. No new models since 2043. And they're a struggling company, but they are reliable handguns, and it's like everyone knows about it. So similar to like today's 1911 with the Colt 1911, everyone knows about it. That's how pretty much the Malorian is very reliable handguns. Then you have the Tektrana. They're high-tech consumer weapons, nicknamed Russian Militech, are military robots. And surprising, Militech. Militech is actually considered a mass production, military spec, mid-quality weapons. Now, when we talk so much about Militech and Arasaka, I really expected Militech to be on a top-tier weapon manufacturing. But because they are producing mid-grade weapons for the military on a high production line, producing mounts and mounts and mounts of them, they're actually considered a mid-tier, which is super shocking to me. I did not expect Militech to have a mid-tier level weapon manufacturer rating. So then we get to the top tier, the bad boys, the one and onlys. You have Kang Tao, which is a Chinese smart technology weapons. You have Tsunami, which is a Japanese high-tech, top quality weapon technology. And then you have Arasaka, which is also a Japanese high-tech, top quality technology weapons. So it looks like the majority of the top tiers around the world are coming from China and Japan. You have multiple that are coming from like Russia area or the US for low tier and mid tier. But they're highly available anywhere you go. Like I said, convenience stores, vending machines, you can pretty much get weapons anywhere. But you're going to pay a lot more for the weapons that you want to get. The top grade ones, the mid grade ones. But you're going to have some advancements. You're going to have to upgrade your cyberware. You're going to have to do a little work to get them, because not all the weapons you can pick up and use. You'll have to have specialized grips. You'll have to have certain capabilities as far as your cyberware technology is when you advance in the game, certain requirements. But really excited to see the low tier, mid tier, and top tier. I wonder if it's going to be similar to like vehicles, where you can have one vehicle, but they look completely different based on the tier level they are. I wonder if you can get lower grade weapons and then higher grade weapons, but it's the same weapon. These are just the low tier, mid tier, and high tier based on the manufacturers. Where do they rate? So it was interesting to see. I'm sure you find a bunch of budget arms in the vending machines. Let's going to talk about the types of weapons. So we have different types of weapons. First one being power weapons. These are your classic firearms, various size and calibers. The positive thing about power weapons is they have a very high rate of fire. The negative part of power weapons is they have significant recoil. All kinds of high end to budget, so they completely vary. So everyone's price range. And they have different ages. So they could be very old or they could be brand new. There's all walks of life when it comes to power weapons. Now, tech weapons in Cyberpunk 2077 are railgun technology. So they send a high velocity projectiles with electromagnetic charge. The positive things about the Cyberpunk tech weapons is the penetrating power and the range. So we've seen some things done already with these, where they showed some videos, they showed some clips where it could actually penetrate through walls. They've showed some things where you can actually charge up the weapon. However, the negative part of tech weapons is the slow rate of fire. So it does take some time for it to regenerate the charge again. However, like I said, the charging the weapon can increase the damage. The next tier or next category is smart weapons. They use gyro jet technology. They connect to the users through cyberware, so they will also require the smart grip technology we had spoke about. They use laser or sonic targeting systems, which gives them great positive tracking capabilities and high rate of fire. However, their negative effect is that they may not be as powerful as such as your power weapons, and you do need to advance to use them. The next category is melee weapons. You have your several different ways of melee weapons. So a lot of these 3D printed ones, they have like one shot and then that's it. It's a one-time use type of weapon. It's very cheap, but you only get one shot out of it, and that's kind of it. So a lot of gangers on the low-end budget will carry like steel pipes or wrenches or screwdrivers or hammers. You can definitely kill someone with those, and they are effective. But they're not going to be effective if anyone has had significant upgrades. So if you have got the reinforced armor or steel skin, it's not going to be as effective. So that's when you go and upgrade to the mid-range. Now, your mid-range melee weapons in Cyberpunk 27 will be your neurotoxin combat knives with poison cartridges. You also have katana blades. They never run out of bullets, and they're highly customizable. Where maybe you have upgraded to a neurotoxin coating, or you have an EMP discharge. Then you have your advanced weapons within Cyberpunk that are melee. Expensive. They're very, very expensive. You have the nanowire, which did see some videos of the nanowire. It's that red line that he's like hacking people apart with. Of course, everyone's super excited about the Arasaka mantis blades, which will pop out of your arms and slice people to pieces. We also seen videos of that. You also have reinforced knuckles, and we have the gorilla arms. So the next thing we will talk to you about is the attachments and ammunition. So you can completely personalize many of the guns in Cyberpunk 2077 with optics, easily locking on to the perfect target. You have your sights, which will vary in different range. You have suppressors for concealment. You have front grips for max recoil reduction. You use extra modular slots for such as grenade launchers. You also have variations of ammunition. So if a cyber freak is coming at you with mantis blades, if you hit him with a few EMP rounds, you'll watch the systems fail and able to completely recover the situation. If you're outnumbered, let's say 10 to 1, a couple gangers run up on you, you can easily spray him down with a high caliber weapon. It's got a high rate of fire. However, you could also shoot him with the incendiary round, catch him on fire, and you'll watch them run after setting someone ablaze. That is everything I have for the Cyberpunk 2077 Episode 3 weapons. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I explained a little bit more about what we're able to see and what we can expect. I do hope that when the game comes out, we don't have any issues with the tracking systems or anything like that. I hope it's all positive feedback. I hope you guys love the guns. I know I'm excited for a lot of the heavy weapons. I'm definitely going to be mounting the Mantis Blades. I'm definitely going to be trying out the new cyberware, trying out the gorilla arms so I can rip out a gun turret and start spraying away as you see here. So I'm super, super excited. I hope you guys liked the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I hope to see you again on December 10th when the game comes out, hopefully. And we will show you more to come. Next episode will be episode 4, and we will discuss vehicles in Cyberpunk 2077. Take care.